Good morning. It is Throwback Thursday or story time. So I got a great idea. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I've been wanting to kind of tell this story for a while, sort of. But I'm going to tell the embarrassing story early in my YouTube postings so that way nobody will find it. Like nobody will see this. Okay. I played Magic the Gathering when I was a kid and I stopped playing for a while, like most people do, but the reason I stopped playing was really dumb. It was like the same reason of the D&D scare. Basically, I had an aunt. I was like playing Magic and I was just getting into it. I'm like some of the art was a little graphic or whatever, a little risque, but it was just cool. And then so then later it was nostalgia, but like so I stopped playing it because my aunt convinced me that you could literally summon demons. Anyway, but I was dumb and young and I believed her. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I got rid of my cards. I was like, I was going to sell them to my friend, but I just gave them to him and like never got the money. A handful of decks for like $5. And I just never collected the $5. I'm like, here, I want rid of these because I thought there was going to be some Exorcist stuff. And I haven't even seen the Exorcist at that point. And like, scary crap. So anyway, my return to Magic was real fun because I was at a call center for a long time and we would try and find different things to do on like breaks and lunches because we're all kind of there, but we can only get away for like 15 minutes to an hour. But a game of Magic, sometimes you can play pretty quick, right? So what we were doing was grown up guys. I'm like, hey, did you used to play Magic? Yeah, me too. Like, let's go grab a few decks. So here's the thing. The I learned a lot from when I was still a kid. My friend went to a tournament in this card shop called the Danger Room, which was from the X-Men Danger Room, which is the coolest thing ever. I think they shut down, and now I kind of want to open a store called the Danger Room just because. Anyway, but there's a few key things he got from a tournament that he found out about, right? So it was there was only one card that was banned, and it's it was Ivory Tower, Ivory Tower, and I look at it, I'm like, cool, and I'm like, and now of course I want the card, right? So and now I do have it. I had to get it, so I returned to Magic and I had to get it. So Ivory Tower, they're like, this is the only card. They're like, this is like the house rules. Like this card's broken. We're not having it. But like that was it back then. So when I returned to Magic, I start looking up, are there more banned cards? Because like you can play them casually. I'm not in a tournament, so researching on YouTube. So I'm finding um, command quarters, game nights, the command zone, all these things talking about commander and stuff like this, but also how to play. Some other YouTubers and just that and how they're like, no, listen, the math of this, you absolutely want no more than 60 cards. And he like pointed out all the math. And so I'm getting this all dialed in. Now my friend who I'm playing with at work is just buying cards. And this was like this will date this. The times we did this, we were buying Fate Reforged years and years ago by now, and who knows. So he's just buying these packs, and like we used to, we just buy packs, buy the starter packs, buy the boosters, and then throw crap in and find out what works. And it's funny how you think, like, still to this day, you'll put in a card in a deck, and you're like, I think this will be really good, and I'm like, it doesn't play right. You don't really realize it until you're in there, and other cards are like, oh my gosh, this plays really well. Okay, I got to tell you about this one card. I knew so little about the gameplay and had played so few games to know. But when I went through, before I gave away my deck, I had a card that I gave away because I thought was bordering on useless. I'm like, this card has no purpose, or I see what it's doing, but it's so useless. You want to know what this card is? It wasn't a power 9 or anything, but it was Dark Ritual. It's a mono black card, 1 black mana, and it's an instant. I think at the time of the first printing, they called it a mana source because they didn't have all the game stuff figured out. I mean, the Power 9 was example that they did not playtest things. And also example of like why you think something might be okay, but it is completely broken. So I gave away Dark Ritual. I'm like, this thing's useless because you use 1 mana. I'm like, okay, well, you're using up a mana and you'd already have it, and it only gives you two. Like, what's the point? And then my friend went to this tournament. Like I said, he played against a guy that played that on turn one. And so on a turn one with a Dark Ritual, you play 1 black mana. You tap it. You have 3 mana on your first turn. And I'm trying to remember what he played after that, but, like, I thought whatever he did had haste, so it's like, played a 3 mana creature with haste. Boom, hits, and then, yeah, I asked for the card back, super lame, but anyway, but that was how little I knew. So anyway, so now when I get into gaming again, I find all the ban lists, and I'm like, "Well, it's not banned casual," and it was so broken. Okay, so done a lot to fix the mana problems, but I liked monocolored decks because, like, you don't have to worry about it. Like, there is no, like, am I getting all the right I'm, like, making these barely or illegal modern decks that the cards can be cheap enough, but they're just broken. I had gone on, like, deck stats, and there was one that was called Lose All Your Friends, and I don't think I ended up using a lot of those cards eventually, but, like, it was just, like, okay, one card is, Vampire Nighthawk. It's broken. It was awesome. It's 3 mana. It's like 2 black and a colorless for a 2/3 flying death touch lifelink. It's so broken. It's awesome. And they have a few cards that are like it now, but like it's awesome. And there's so much damage that thing does. I've played multiple games with that thing since, and they're like, "Oh my gosh." And it's kind of subtle. They're like, and just lifelink. It's like you're literally dying. I'm getting stronger the whole time. So anyway, but yeah, that one. So I'd have a full playset of that. Then, if I remember correctly, this was before the Dethai Voidwalker came out, and yeah, so imagine a mono black deck. Found out about Shadow, which is essentially the most unblockable thing ever. Okay, nobody plays it, so there's nobody that can block it. So you just have these unblockable creatures. Now, it's not as cool as flying or horsemanship. Horsemanship's completely broken because they can still block everybody else. With Shadow, you have to have Shadow to block it. But yeah, nobody has that. And even there was one Dethai creature that had Shadow that was legal and modern. There was one of them that's like a 3/1. Obviously, playing to this Shadow's strengths, but like, yeah, good luck. The defense is never going to hit 1, but he hits for 3, and it was like a 2 cost, maybe. It might have been 3 cost. But yeah, like, guess what? I'm hitting you for 3 every turn until you can target this guy. You're getting hit for 3 every turn, and that's if I don't buff him. So this guy is just buying packs of Fate Reforged, and I'm tuning this deck, putting all this broken. And I gotta tell you, okay, this was super cheaty. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, I admitted, but like, it's casual. Okay, there's no rules in casual. And I even asked him. Okay, I'm like, hey, listen, like, house rules of like, hey, we can't play this card. Do you want to do that, or is it like, if they print it, it's fine? And he's like, yeah, if they print it, it's fine. I'm like, good. I put a full play set, 4 cards of Soul Ring in there, broken as crap. Because, and this, like, Soul Ring is arguably, in my mind, more broken than Black Lotus because you get to keep reusing it. You have to sacrifice Black Lotus. Yeah, it's turn 1 and broken, free 3 mana, and yeah, mathematically it's awesome. But like, what, 2 mana for 1 every turn? It's, I don't know, and that's why Soul Ring is just such a staple and everything. But eventually, he started to figure out. He's like, "Wait a minute, you're only supposed to play with 1 of those." I'm like, "Oh, is that like?" I had so much more broken stuff in there. I think I eventually started doing the Dark Depths card with Vampire Hexmage. Yeah, if you haven't seen that one before, yeah. Anyway, and I'm still like, and arguably coming back to this, I'm still like a noob. There are people that could recite card after card, their mana cost and everything they can do, and I'm like, just, I'm still kind of a noob. I did get the commander bug, but anyway. So that was it. That was my exit from Magic, and super embarrassing, and then my comeback, and then yeah. So this is already longer than I wanted to, but that's kind of my Magic story. So anyway, have a good one.